can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to...
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
50 set. 19. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 6 guys.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Take it. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. 54. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Let's go.
Here's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, 31. 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Throwing again is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37.
And the Texans
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's letting this one. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Interception, baby. Let's go. Here's the tap. 19. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
We're set. 19. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Alert, alert. Line of go.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Foles. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Foles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Foles. It's complete to Chris Conley. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson operating from the gun. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Open man, the tight end fails. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, it's Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Touchdown, Texans. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's it, 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st down, Jacksonville.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They're going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 52.
Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Now it's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
2nd and 5 now. Watson, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, and the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Jaguars' first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 9, Foles. That one complete. He finds Shark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Waiting. Let's go. Hey, Silver.
Fournette, a first down carry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20.
40 wants the mic. 40 wants the mic.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 31, Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't. Bravo.
They'll set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, dude. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen. just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. An incredible play there. They do get big yards. But they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant, watch the 54. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 66, bullet, huh? You got tight right there. Shoot. Bang, bang,
running for it. Here's Hyde. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run again with Hyde on first. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The Texans on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ringo.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Foles. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Foles on target to Oliver, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the